Mexican, just because, you know, I grew up knowing them, and, you know, it's kind of the same thing, maybe, I guess. I don't know. That's a tough question. But yeah, I'd say Mexican, just because it's what I grew up around. I'm from a city where it's like 98% Mexican people, so.
If I get to hang around any one race, what race would it be? That's not a question that makes sense to me. I see culture people hang around together for language barriers. I've lived and traveled most of the world, and so I like people from everywhere. So I don't hang around with race. I don't work with people from race. I can't. That's stupid. I mean, Christians are a race, so I suppose I'd rather hang out with Christians because we have things in common. And I think a lot of people hang out with race.
Oh man! You know, I'd have to say Caucasian. Only because it's probably what I'm most familiar with, and if I had to pick one, that'd be it. But that's a tough question.
Hey, it doesn't matter to me as long as you're cool and respectful. Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, that's a tough one. I would probably pick to choose probably Latin. Latin would probably be the race. Hispanics would probably be the race to hang out with the most. That's it.
My own race. I mean, I know so many people.
Yeah.
My own race. Yes, sir. But I'm not prejudiced.
I am more comfortable around African Americans because that's what I was raised, that's culturally what I'm more adapted to, connected to. However, having been in the work community and in my neighborhood, it's very diverse, and so I am comfortable around anybody, but my preference would probably be African Americans.
If I had to choose any race to hang around or be around predominantly, well, I come from a family that's predominantly white and Asian. I know it doesn't really look that way, but on my mom's side, she's half Japanese. So if I had to really sort of pigeonhole myself, I would probably say Asian, preferably Japanese, because that's what I'm so familiar with right off the bat, just growing up with. And kind of like what she was saying is that it is a very tight-knit group of people. That, you know, family comes first, and it's just something that I grew up with and I'm used to. So immediately, if I field such a question and have an answer such as that, I immediately gravitate towards sort of the Asian culture, just because of their traditions, their philosophies, and like I said, how tight-knit they can be. When it comes down to making decisions as a family, as a group, as a family. So that'd pretty much be my answer.
At all races. I'll be around all races. Because all of them is Jaja children. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
What race I prefer to be around? I'd rather be around a nice, hot country girl, you know what I'm saying? Nice big butt and a nice, good body. But I want a girl that's going to be able to watch TV with me, especially Duck Dynasty. And I want her to go hunting with me and fishing, you know what I'm saying? But all these yuppie girls around here, they degrade a country boy, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard for you to figure out which girl you're going to go with, because all of them, they keep on spending your money breaking a nail, you know what I'm saying? The real country girl I want to be around is something that's going to bite their nails, going to go fishing with me, and we're going to go get some potato salad or something, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some collard greens, maybe she cooked for me, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of race I want to be around.
I don't like to be around just one race. I like many races. I like the cultural diversity and the richness that evolves from that.
I think I like the Oriental race. Is that a race? I think I find them so fascinating, so interesting, so wanting to do so much more with themselves.
I guess I would just say, I guess Asian people. It's similar interests, and at least varyingly so. Yeah, you seem usually very polite, very nice in that regard. Pretty calm. I don't know.
What would it be, an Alaskan Eskimo? Okay, there we go.
Beginning in a place that don't have an ending. Oh, so I don't have an ending. That's the kind of race I want to be around.
Well, that's hard because I have lived in I used to live in Los Angeles where there are a lot of different races, and there are definitely things I enjoy about the different cultures. I am a big fan of cooking, so I definitely appreciate Mexicans and their art of cooking and their different spices and the different, how it's kind of a family thing. I appreciate that as well as the Asian culture for that. Gosh, I would have to say I do love the Mexican culture though, just because of how tightly knit it is with family. And I haven't had a lot of experience overseas or anything, so I can't really speak for other races, but that might be my favorite of the people I've been around, even though I still feel like a racist per se.
Probably a Native American of some kind, just because they have legitimate complaints and rights and a good, true, solid culture to work on, and have a way of going about accomplishing what it is they need to do to make reparations or create reparations for themselves. Other than that, I wouldn't change anything.